So I actually have a list of videos that I wanted to film today, but I'm going to talk about this really quick because I don't know why. I'm just going to because I want to. So today I'm going to talk about BTS's new little brother group and Bighit Entertainment's new boy group. They're the same thing, TXT. They are debuting sometime this year. They've started teasing. Actually, I didn't even realize they were really teasing. The other day I saw a picture of their first member and I thought it was a picture of Hyuk, and I was like, oh, Hyuk, he's looking real cute these days, but it was actually this guy. So he does look like Hyuk though, so potential bias right there. So I want to talk about ARMY's reaction to this because when Bighit announced their new boy group, I was talking to some of my friends and we were all like, ARMY are gonna be like completely all over this and so excited and willing to support, and they're gonna get their first win like so super fast and it's gonna be a great time and everything's gonna be great. That's not what happened. So a lot of people, I didn't really read initial reactions to this. I just assumed ARMY were like, yeah, let's support him. Yeah. And I do want to say that I have seen that. Not all ARMY are acting like this. A lot of ARMY are very upset about a new boy group to the point where they're unfollowing Bighit Entertainment, and underneath teaser photos of this guy that looks like Hyuk, there are comments that are like, oh, why are you talking about this other group that's not BTS? Why aren't you just talking about BTS? So we're going to talk about that today because I have things to say about ARMY and the way that they're behaving, and yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. The people who just stan BTS, don't stan any other K-pop group, you just stan BTS, are people who I feel like don't really understand the kind of thing that happens when a new boy group debuts underneath a company that your fave is under. So let's take SM for example, because I feel like SM is a really good example of this. When they release a new boy group or a new girl group or whatever, they tease the members and they'll do collaborations or other videos with older senior groups to try to get the older senior groups fandoms interested. And I feel like that's definitely going to happen with TXT and BTS. I think there's definitely going to be collabs between the two of them. Maybe they'll have like a rapping member rap in a song while Jungkook sings or whatever. Whatever the case may be, maybe they'll be on like featured on a variety program that the boys have. They'll have like BTS in one episode so that people watch it for BTS and then maybe get interested in TXT. This is a completely normal thing to do. This is something that companies have been doing since the beginning of time. You take your older group and you put them in your newer group show, or you do videos with the newer group, and that is how you get their fans interested, and that is how they build a fan base. Now, are TXT getting their fame handed to them? I guess kind of, if you want to say it that way. I wouldn't necessarily say it that way. So really, this could happen in any of the big three. And is Bighit considered a big three now? I don't know. At least stock wise, I feel like they could be. So for any of the big three, when a new group debuts, like I remember when NCT was debuting, everyone was like, they're just taking all the fame that EXO and Super Junior and SHINee, and they're taking all the fame that these groups have brought to this company, and they're going to take credit for all of it without doing any work. Now, I feel like that's not completely accurate. I feel like when Blackpink debuted too, I feel like a lot of people were there were a lot of reasons people were upset about Blackpink. A lot of people were really upset that these groups would just kind of debut and be famous. And there is that in the big three. There's that in any K-pop company. It does not matter which K-pop company we're talking about. If a new group is debuting under a company that already has a idol group in it, whether they're BTS's level or a super underrated group, there are people who are going to be interested in it because they're interested in the other group. This is okay. This is a normal thing to do. My thing is, I feel like there's been a lot of talk about these big three entertainments and their audition process and what it's like to become accepted as a trainee under these companies. I don't think that they just let these 5 random boys walk through the door of Bighit Entertainment. Are there 5? I think there's 5. I don't think they let these boys walk through the doors of Bighit Entertainment without going through a rigorous audition and training and yeah, like all these things. Like Bighit was supposed to debut this group years ago, and then BTS like blew up out of nowhere and they decided to just focus on BTS. And now I feel like we're getting to the point where BTS are still growing, but I don't think Big Hit has to promote them as much. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they can make a couple comebacks a year and make lots of money off of it and do whatever they want to do the rest of the year. Dramas or solo albums or variety programs, like, or whatever they want to do. And I feel like that's the level that BTS is at now, where they can do those kinds of things, which means that Big Hit has all of this money that they obviously invest into BTS, but they also, if they had a second boy group, not necessarily to the level of BTS, because I don't think TXT will get there. I don't think they will be that popular, at least not right away, not for a few years, if anything. They can take that money, invest in a new boy group, and then when BTS start going to the military, I know that's an awful thing to say, but when they start going to the military, Big Hit Entertainment still has a group that can make them money and keep Big Hit Entertainment alive until BTS come back from the military. That is a completely normal thing to do. It happens in literally all K-pop companies. It's a fine thing to do. It's okay. But what's really surprising is that ARMY are very upset that this company is focusing on another group besides BTS. Big Hit loves BTS. They'd be stupid to not love BTS because they are so incredibly popular and make them, I'm sure, billions of dollars. They make them so much money. The fact that they're debuting a new boy group does not mean they like BTS any less. It just means that they are being realistic from a company point of view, trying to keep their company alive, because without BTS, if BTS decided tomorrow stand up and leave Big Hit Entertainment, which I know they wouldn't do because they signed for another 7 years, but if they did, Big Hit would go bankrupt. They would go bankrupt. There's no way they could continue to be a company. Like, there is absolutely no way. Or they would do like what Pledis did and debut a new group and hope that it does as well as 17 did initially and get out of bankruptcy. Same with Cube Entertainment and Pentagon, but Cube Entertainment. Anyways, this is a completely normal thing for companies to do. This is silly that everyone thinks that TXT are using BTS as a way to become popular. In a way, they are. In a way, they are getting some of BTS's fans. I've seen so many like Twitter accounts and so many people talking about TXT already because of BTS's influence. I won't say that it's not, because it definitely is. But at the same time, there are always company stands, and there are those ARMY that are going to become Big Hit stands, which is fine. I'm also a company stand, not a Big Hit Entertainment, but I am a company stand. And I am interested in this boy group because of BTS, which I think is a completely fine thing to do. Anyways, let me know in the comment section down below if you plan on standing TXT, and also if you are a company stan from any K-pop company. Not necessarily Big Hit, but any K-pop company. Let me know in the comment section down below, and yeah, I hope that ARMY can stop hating on TXT for literally breathing. Like, all they did was breathe, and everyone hates them. So that'd be cool if we could stop this, because these boys are gonna have a hard enough time living up to BTS's standards, and I'm sure they're really stressed about it. So let's not make it harder on them. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have anything that you would like to see me rant about, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. And if you see another ranting topic that you might want me to talk about, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, so I know a lot of people want me to talk about this thing. And yeah, I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye!